Hey everybody, last month I posted a video, I think it was titled Just a Simple Breakfast, and in it I was detailing how I took over a meetup group for YouTubers, and I've been trying to run it as the organizer here in Colorado. And I detailed how people weren't signing up for things in the future that I posted as like possibilities for us to get together and do, right? And the thing that they were interested in was breakfast, you know? So I also learned that if you have a meetup that you posted and nobody shows up to it, you can't delete that shit on meetup.com after it happens. So you can push it out for forever, without giving it a date, but after that date happens, it goes into the history as being like a failed meetup where only one person showed up, and that was me. And yeah, I learned something about the psychology of what people are willing to click on to say that they're going to. Basically, when I tried to get people together to go film the eclipse, there's people who can't afford to go on a little vacation field trip, and you got to be more inclusive than that. The totality event was like 4 hours away from where I live, right? So not many people can afford that these days. Also, people had their own plans as to what they were going to do with the eclipse. A lot of people were spending time with their kids, putting glasses on them and looking up at schools. Schools actually bought out a whole bunch of eclipse viewers just for kids to be able to see this. So, yeah, I was planning something for which other people really couldn't participate. So that goes down in the records as a failed attempt at a meetup. But the breakfast that I did had like a dozen YouTubers, right? Well, I tried another breakfast and I learned something else about me. I'm kind of oblivious as to when national holidays are happening, right? So I tried to schedule a breakfast for Labor Day weekend, which didn't go over well because people have their own plans for Labor Day weekend. So people still showed up though, which is good. And so I was just going to talk a bit about a couple of the nice people that I met at the last breakfast to keep you guys up to speed on what's going on with this meetup group. Now, less people showed up to this one, but in particular, I'll talk about Brent and his girlfriend Erica. They were really outgoing people, very nice, and they have a YouTube channel called The Land of Brenterica, where they basically give people life tips and what they described as silver bullet quotes. Where they're trying to make a YouTube channel out of that. And right now, I'm looking at their channel right now on my screen. They've got 14 subscribers, right? So they've got more than enough videos out there to give you guys an idea as to what they're trying to do, but they haven't gotten a lot of love, and I feel like they're trying to network. They're trying to put themselves out there and see like are there ways to collaborate with other YouTubers, and yeah, I really got good vibes from them personally in person, another one that showed up. This was Sandra. Her YouTube channel is Mom's Opinion. Now she's done a little bit better for herself as far as subscribers. She's up near 100, and she'll probably after this video be closer. But Sandra's videos, they remind me a lot more of the kind of community that I'm used to being in, and so I really clicked with Sandra. She had a really nice service dog that she brought along with her, and then there was Julie, she showed up having never posted a YouTube video ever in her life. And she has a plan to create a YouTube channel where she's going to talk about a specific medical illness that she has and this community that has sprung up around this medical malady. And so that's what she wants to do. And so she was trying to get tips as to how to start a YouTube channel. And that's been a theme that I've seen in the last two breakfasts that I've had, is that people will show up having never made a YouTube video ever, just wanting to join a club first to get some pointers as to what to do to start their channel. And my best advice to that is turn the camera on, hit record, and then post that shit. Okay? Sometimes people are looking at the more production polished YouTubers that they're getting millions of views, and I'm just like, well, yeah, you can start out like that, you can try, but you're gonna maybe feel like the returns aren't worth what you're putting into it, and it might be a little daunting at first when you are putting so much work into something when you could have just hit record and kept the you in YouTube. But yeah, Julie's a nice person. I hope to see her again. Brent, Erica, and Sandra, all great people. Links in the description box to some of their channels, and I'll try to keep you guys posted on what happens at the next two meetups. One of them is a dinner instead of a breakfast. Let's see if people will still show up if it's a different fare. We're going to Applebee's, motherfuckers. Applebee's. And then the other one is up north in Denver at a place called Great Scott's. That's a nice diner. It's got that feel of like Gunther Tootie's, only better quality food. I've been there before. And hopefully we find a breakfast spot or a brunch spot that is quieter, because at a certain point, like, we get in there, it's pretty quiet, and we start talking, and then you hear, like, all the other tables start to echo off the walls, and, like, your own voice will start to raise a little bit more to match the volume of all the other tables, and then at a certain point, you're just shouting at each other. So that's the golden goose that we're trying to find there. That pink unicorn of great food, great service, and quiet. And maybe we'll do something in a coffee shop. Maybe something that lends to us being able to have easier conversations than shouting over the other tables. That's it for now on this meetup group. I'll put a link in the description box so you guys can see like other events that I've put in the future, but I will probably, if no one wants to go to an event, I will probably fucking delete it before it goes past the day that it was supposed to happen, because I'm not going to be going on record as having like just one lonely person show up to a meetup in a meetup group full of like 350 freaking people. That's just embarrassing. Yeah. Talk to you later.